down to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal, as we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UCLA Bruins offense will start this game off with the football. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw again. Blasted as he lets it go. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Stanford's offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt that.
Going for a big play right off the bat. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
To throw, it's ball. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Snap in the shotgun. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's ball. Using the quick game. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete to the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. New set of downs after the completion. To the air. It's ball. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the run. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Got it set up on the outside. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So the 16-play drive, they're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Off play action. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Dropping back, it's Ball. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to adjust the pattern. They want to throw it. Makes the grab. And they're able to get him on the ground.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. quarterback by himself in the backfield. They just keep firing. Shoots it to the left. Pass is broken up, incomplete. But let's check out this penalty marker.
Pass interference. Offense.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty.
Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's ball. He makes a grab. Gets it in! Touchdown, Cardinal! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
UCLA, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire, finding open areas. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. He's got him this time. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw because he put it...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Dropping back, it's ball. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Floats it out in space. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you...
Makes the grab at the 30. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Just keep slinging it. Gets rid of it. Finds his back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running it to the right. Spins away from the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trucking out there.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. Listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker.
Gonna take a shot. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And just like that, with the big play, they're set up as he goes out of bounds at the 18. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's ball. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time it's complete. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. To the air, it's ball. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. The official says no good. Still up by 8 after the miss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll Timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
UCLA.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's ball. Puts it out of the air. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Zings it complete to the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
They'll take over first and 10.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Now the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down to a man.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Looking to throw its ball. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Might be changing the route. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He's got his man across the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Back to pass. It's Ball. He's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands.
Touchdown, Cardinal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
UCLA, 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Scanning the field, it's Ball. With the catch, it's Douglas. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Sends it back in motion. Gonna sling it on second down. Caught. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Bringing the heat. He lost one down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Lets it fly. Got him downfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pick. They used a jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
QB, excellent location. Throw out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Dickerson. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Splits the uprights. Good. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
UCLA.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon to the offensive lineman, call it out and pick you up. You could tell did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Ball. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a... that defense and picking up a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
It's caught. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. To the air on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you could see it there, and you could see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Stanford! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Kick interference. Kicking team.
So the offense picks up 15 yards after an egregious blunder on special teams. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he hadn't had a big day on the ground, but that was a carry they needed for this offense. They needed to extend this drive. Nice job on third down, executing, running the football. Now they got to go a little bit faster, get down this field, and get a score on the board.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. One more play to pad the stats. From the gun, looking for a man. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Cardinal! Fitted him in the window for the score. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.